the key that could unlock the Lakers' next big move. Now let's be clear. This isn't your run-of-the-mill trade rumor. Hachimura has been a starter, a versatile scorer, and a fan favorite. But the Lakers' offseason has been a whirlwind, and in a summer defined by bold moves and big swings, no one's spot feels completely untouchable. The chaos began when LA parted ways with D'Angelo Russell, sending him to Brooklyn for defensive-minded forward Dorian Finney-Smith. That alone was a notable shift, but what happened next sent shockwaves across the league. The Lakers pulled off what can only be described as the heist of the summer, acquiring five-time All-NBA first-team guard Luka Doncic, along with Maxi Kleber and Markieff Morris from the Dallas Mavericks. And what did they give up? Just Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a single first-round pick. It was a move that instantly redefined the team's identity and set the tone for everything that followed. But this front office wasn't finished. Finney-Smith walked in free agency, choosing to join the rising Houston Rockets, and LA wasted no time reshaping its depth. They moved up in the 2025 NBA draft to grab Arkansas forward Adu Thiero at number 36, a player praised for his athleticism and energy. Then came more reinforcements. Former number 1 pick DeAndre Ayton, brought in to replace the puzzlingly re-signed Jackson Hayes. Former Defensive Player of the Year Marcus Smart, a vocal leader and defensive anchor. And forward Jake LaRavia, a floor-spacing role player. Yet despite all these moves, there's a lingering concern hanging over this roster like a shadow. Perimeter defense. The Western Conference is loaded with elite scoring wings, and if the Lakers want to hang with the best, they need to tighten the screws defensively. Analyst R.B. Hayek has pointed to Rui Hachimura as a potential trade piece to address that weakness. Standing at 6'8", Hachimura is more naturally suited to play power forward, but was often slotted at small forward last season. While his scoring touch and size are undeniable, his rebounding and defensive consistency have been questioned, particularly when matched against stronger or more physical opponents. And here's where the business side comes in. His $17 million annual salary is exactly the type of contract that can be packaged in a deal to bring in a true front-court enforcer or a dominant rebounder. Last season, Hachimura averaged 13.1 points, 5 rebounds, 1.4 assists, and 0.8 steals per game in 59 appearances, shooting an impressive 50.9% from the field and 41.3% from deep. Those are numbers that would make him valuable to a lot of teams, which is precisely why his name is surfacing now. Off the court, Hachimura has had a vibrant offseason. He trained with sumo wrestlers in Japan to improve his core strength, traveled to the UK, and reconnected with his roots in Toyama. He's still just 27 years old, still entering his prime, and still carrying considerable trade value. That's what makes this such a fascinating dilemma for the Lakers. Do they hold on to him as a scoring option alongside Luka Doncic? Or do they cash in now to fill a glaring need? And here's where things get even more interesting, because if the Lakers do decide to move Hachimura, the return they target could say a lot about their true intentions for this season. In fact, one of the names tied to LA throughout the summer has been a former all-star forward known for his defense and versatility. It's a rumor that sparked plenty of debate, and it might just be the next domino to fall. The Andrew Wiggins saga has been one of the most talked-about topics in NBA trade chatter this summer, and the Los Angeles Lakers have been right in the middle of it. For months, Wiggins' name has been circulating around LA trade rumors like a storm cloud that just won't blow away. The Golden State Warriors forward, now also connected to the Miami Heat, perfectly fits the profile of the versatile two-way wing the Lakers have been hunting for. Yes, Marcus Smart was a major defensive addition, bringing grit and intensity to the perimeter. But even with Smart on board, LA still lacks that long, athletic 6'6" to 6'8" wing who can go toe-to-toe with the league's top scorers in a playoff series. And in a Western Conference stacked with offensive superstars, that's a missing puzzle piece you can't ignore. But here's the catch. Getting Wiggins won't be cheap. NBA insider Brett Siegel recently pulled back the curtain on just how high the bar has been set. According to him, the Heat, who've been aggressively sniffing around Wiggins, learned the price: one instant impact player and a first-round pick before 2028. For the Lakers, that's a steep toll. Translating it into reality, it would almost certainly mean giving up Dalton Knecht, their promising rookie who's had his share of ups and downs in early action, along with a valuable future first-rounder. That's the kind of move that can shape the direction of the franchise for years, and the front office knows it. The Lakers have been crystal clear on one point: Austin Reaves is completely off the table. He's not just a fan favorite, he's a cornerstone in the team's future plans. That means if LA were to seriously pursue Wiggins, Rui Hachimura's name would instantly come into play. And here's where the debate heats up. Is Wiggins really that much of an upgrade over Rui? Statistically and stylistically, it's not a slam dunk. Rui's efficient scoring and improved versatility make him a strong fit next to LeBron and Doncic, and some analysts even argue he's playing at Wiggins' level right now. Still, whether the Wiggins deal ever materializes or not, the real story. Here is the signal it sends. The Lakers aren't playing it safe. They aren't just filling gaps. They're swinging for the fences, chasing impact players who can change the entire postseason outlook. This isn't about small tweaks. This is about making the kind of bold, franchise-shaking move that can tilt the balance of power in the West. And as it turns out, the next big name on LA's radar isn't just a defensive specialist. It's a superstar whose presence would redefine the team's identity from top to bottom. And that is where things get very interesting. Lakers eyeing Jokic and Giannis. You thought Luka Doncic was the Lakers' big splash. Think again. According to insider Dan Wojcicki, LA has at least talked about pairing Luka with another generational superstar. And the names are jaw-dropping: Giannis Antetokounmpo and Nikola Jokic. Now, before Lakers Nation loses its mind, here's the reality. Both players are under contract.